What's up, gamers? Welcome to a new episode of Last Cloudia. We are at the very beginning of the Re-Zero collaboration. So let's go ahead and get right into it here. Now, one thing I do need to mention is first and foremost, there's only going to be one character to review right now and one arc to talk about. The other character will be released on the second half of the collab. Also, if you're loading this day one of the collab, there's no event to participate in yet. I don't know exactly when it's supposed to start, more than likely the next day, but I honestly have no idea. So, I guess we'll wait and see on that one and hope the actual event itself is good. I do have a request, and I'm sure there's a small handful of people that might appreciate this request. So, in the next collaboration that they do for Last Claudia, I'd like to go back to a video game if we can instead of an anime, because if you remember, the very first collaboration we had was Secret of Mana, which was huge, super popular. It was arguably the best collab we've had. I mean, you can debate Dr. Stone, but that would be the only one that could compare. Because honestly, the slime wasn't really great as far as an event is concerned. But either way, Secret of Mana, fantastic. So this is what we should do. We should go back to a video game on the next collaboration. And when I say video game, first and foremost, don't do Street Fighter V. Just about every gotcha game has done it. I'm sick of seeing it. I like fighting games, but not in my RPGs. Just no. But for those interested in what game we should do, I personally think we need to do Chrono Trigger. That would probably be the best collab ever. I mean, how many other gotcha games have done a Chrono Trigger collaboration? I don't think anyone has, but I mean, I haven't played every game, but I kind of doubt anyone has. Do you have any idea how many people would throw their money at the screen? You're talking people who stop playing the game will join. People who've never played the game will join just because of Chrono Trigger. I mean, just imagine the possibilities and give it the Secret of Mana treatment. Do levels that look like the game, do the music, similar to the game itself. Like, give it the full, like, throw your money at the screen because I promise if you do that, a lot of us are going to throw our money at the screen too. I mean, could you imagine having Chrono, Robo, you know, I mean, whoever you decide to actually, put in the game, I mean, the frog, I mean, just, there's so many opportunities here that you could do if you were to do a Chrono Trigger collaboration. And I don't know, I personally, my wallet would be empty. I guarantee it. So just letting you guys know, like next time we do a collab, and I'm sure there might be other people that might be interested as well. Let's definitely do a Chrono Trigger collab if we can. All right, so moving along, let's go ahead and talk about what we need here today. Now, one thing I do also want to mention is that if you go to your mission logs, there's a new mission that you can do on your normals. Basically, if you train characters to level 100, each time you do it, you get 1,000 gems. Like, that's awesome. Like, I literally got up today and got 4K just because I already had 4. That's great. That's really, really good incentive to level up characters, even if they're characters you don't play as much. It's just a good incentive. So, thanks for the free thousands of gems, and I plan on getting more. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the gotcha. So, first and foremost, we're going to talk about Emilia. So let's go ahead and get into it. She is a sorceress, an ice mage. Intelligence is really good, 1222, and she's got 1067 mind, so that's really good stats. Her hit points and magic points are also pretty good too, so she's altogether pretty good as far as numbers are concerned. She even has silence resistance, which is very much needed, and she's immune to illness, so that's really good. Now, all of her skills are going to be ice based, but the ones that you're going to want the most is her S3. It's frontal long range ice combo attack with a chance to reduce enemies' mind, so that's actually pretty good. And then her special, Lend Me Your Power, is powerful ice combo attack on all enemies, lower ice resistance, and chance to silence, so that's pretty cool too. So I think that her S3 and her special are really, really, really good abilities. So that's good for her. As far as traits are concerned, first she has Puck's Protection. Physical damage minus 25%. That's actually strong right there. Close to death, hit points recover greatly. That's good too. 15% MP recovery, nice. Activates barrier once per wave. So that's all really good right there. When Emilia is incapacitated once per quest, dot dot dot. So apparently, if she dies, something happens. I have no idea. Now, by the way, I'm not familiar with the anime itself, so I don't know if she had like a death scene or something, and something, or maybe she was almost dead or something happened. So I'm assuming for those who've seen the anime, maybe you get this, or maybe it's just something that I just did. I have no idea. So I don't know what this last ability is. Hopefully, it's something really good. And then her second trait, Spiritual Artist. When magically attacking with ice, which is all you're going to do basically, if enemy is weaker to ice damage, 50% damage. That's awesome. Or plus 50% damage. Really strong. Damage cap plus 5k. And then if enemy is resistant to ice, half resistance and deal damage. That's pretty cool. So she has basically an elemental piercing, if you will. So even if you're resistant to ice, you're still going to take a decent chunk of damage because she's going to lower that resistance. And then, of course, if you are weak to ice, you're going to take a ton of damage. And having a damage cap of over 5,000 is really, really strong. I haven't even looked at her actual skill list, and she might be the best ice mage, period. Probably much better than Sea Princess Lila. So I'm actually looking forward to potentially getting her because I never got Sea Princess Lila anyway. So this is probably going to be better anyway. So looking at her skill list, she has Star Heal, God Heal. Now God Heal's fantastic. That's really the one heal you need, more or less. She has Healing Wind, which is okay, Blizzard, Diamond Dust, and then Alhuma, which is basically the new top tier ice spell, powerful ice attack on all enemies. So pretty interesting. She's got some good spells there. Ice Wall 2, Advanced Magic Circles, and in passive she has Magic Up Max, Crit Up 2 and 3, Proud Force, Auto Aura, which you definitely want with the mage, Auto Recast, which I don't think anyone else ever had naturally. I could be wrong, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone with Auto Recast, but that's pretty good too. Uh, Ice Boost, of course, you want that extra damage. Ice Attack Raise 2, fantastic. Ice Critical Raise. So this is the critical rate of ice attacks plus 5% and crit power plus 50%. Really, really, really strong. So yeah, she's definitely leagues better than Sea Princess Lila. So that's awesome. That's gonna make her really good if you're looking for like the strongest ice mage in this game. Archangel's Blessing, obviously a must-have. High-level magic chat. I mean, just she is stacked with like all of the top tier skills too. High staff boost. Okay, I mean, wow. And now here are four of her own unique traits. Let's see what this is. So not going easy on you. Ice magic attacks have a chance to deal critical damage. Magic attack crit power plus 20%. So on top of all of the crit boost and damage boost, you even have this, which is going to add an extra percent of crit damage and crit chance. So that's really, really strong. And then don't belittle a spirit user. When magically attacking, chance to half enemy's mind and deal damage. So, along with her ability to pierce elementally to where even if you're resistant, you still take more damage, this right here will make it to where you might potentially take more damage because the lower your mind is, the more damage you're going to take from a magic attack. So that's pretty strong. That just adds to her piercing ability. Really good. Emilia's Soothing. When magically restoring ally HP cap plus 1,000. So what I'm assuming this means is if you're going to heal someone and let's say it would go above their max hit points, they will go ahead and gain those hit points additionally up to a max of 1,000. So that's interesting, I'll say. It's pretty interesting, not bad. I mean, she does have God Heal, so I'm sure it'll come in handy. Spiritual Art Principles. Intelligence and MP plus 10%. Magic attack damage cap up 2,000. So she already has a 5k damage cap with one of her traits, and then this will give her an additional 2k. Wow, with int and MP being boosted, that's super duper strong. And this is also why she doesn't have MP4 built in her kit, because all this other stuff, it would just make her even more broken than she already is. She's super good. Like I said, when it comes to an ice mage, she's absolutely the best, 100%. Leagues above Sea Princess Lila. Like I said, Sea Princess Lila is great. I never got her, but I looked at her. She's good. But this woman, Emilia, is a lot better. So much better. So, yeah, I like this. And this is definitely going to be a top tier character. So, for those of you looking for a strong ice mage, this is the one to get. Throw your money at the screen if you want her. Let's take a look at the arc that comes with her. So, this is Beast of the End. The arc attribute ice damage plus 20%. Not bad. Sorcerer Slayer effect. So I guess any kind of ice damage. And then it doesn't say magic either. Oh no, because any kind of Slayer ability. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know. Well, basically, you're going to get Sorcerer Slayer with any ice damage that you deal. So that's pretty good already. All attribute resistance plus 10%. Chance of taking critical attacks minus 100%. Chance to silence when magically ice attacking enemies. So she's kind of like the anti-mage mage, which is pretty. If you were to equip Emilia with this, it's actually pretty cool. And the actual skills that you can learn here is really, really good. So you get Ice Boost right off the bat as the bottom skill. Stun Nil, which is decent. Ice Shield, which is decent but expensive. Contract with Puck. This is a unique one. Ice Attack Magic consumes 25% more MP, but does 40% more damage. Now that is an absolute must for any ice mage that you have. This is really, really, really good. So yeah, definitely if you get Amelia or if you have any of the other ice mages, you want that ability right there. Gaze of the End, battle start attribute resistance of all enemies minus 10, chance to curse enemies. That is an interesting skill, and there is one specific character that I'm going to give it to. I'll let you try to figure out which character it is. And then the last one, which is, I don't think this even exists outside of a built character, Ice Critical Raise. So critical rate of ice attacks 5% with crit power being 50%. It costs 12, but honestly, I think it's worth it. I really do. For any character that doesn't have this, that does ice magic, yeah, I think so. And actually, you can even give this to, because this isn't just for magic, this is just crit rate in general of ice attacks. So any of your ice, physical damage dealers, they could use this too. So I 100% want this arc already. From the skills, the attribute, I mean, all of this is good. We haven't even talked about the Aether Award. Let's get there. This is the Magic Crystal Necklace. It's an accessory, 6 stars, 70 intelligence, 30 mind, good start. When using skills, slightly recover MP. When magically attacking, slightly recover SCT. So basically, every time you do any action, with the exception of a physical attack, you're actually boosting something. That's really, really strong. And then as a bonus, you get some silence resistance. This is a really, really good accessory, especially on your Ice Mage, whether it's Emilia, Sea Princess Lila, or even Zekus. I mean, either way, like this is gonna be good for either of them. That's really, really good. So yeah, I want to tell you right now, this arc is 100% top tier. They released not only a very, very good character, but a very, very good arc. So yeah, thanks for that. Absolutely. There we go. Let's see if we can get some. Let's do a few pulls here, if you don't mind. Y'all want to see some pulls, right? Maybe, right? All right, I think I got a couple of these little ReZero tickets, so let's go ahead and just use up the tickets that we have already. See if we get anything. We're gonna do a few pulls here. We're gonna see how lucky we can get today. I'm gonna probably use the paid step up gotcha as well, just to kind of support it. Since I actually do like the arc and the character, yeah. So let's see what we get on the first try. And again, this is just 3 pulls right here, so don't expect too much. Uh-oh. They turned red. Alright. Hey, that's actually not bad. That's actually a good shard to get. I'm not upset about that at all. He's really good. Robin, yeah, he's really, really good if we're trying to get, like, farm and whatnot. So I'm happy to see that. All right, so let's see what else we can do here. So we're going to go ahead and go back a bit. Get that step up gotcha going. Yep, we're going to get some paid crystals. We're going to get some. Oh, yeah, I'm also going to talk about the equipments and stuff you can get too. So I think there's some either equipments or accessories you can get that might be in the paid gotcha. So we'll take a look at that. All right, so we're going to run up and we're going to slash. All right, so nothing's going to happen here. So we're just going to go ahead and let that go. No biggie. Let's go to the next step up gotcha. And by the way, if we did do a Chrono Trigger collaboration, what characters would y'all want to see? I'm actually curious to know that. I would say Robo would have to be one only because this game does have machine type, so it makes sense. I'd like to see the frog too, but I also want to see Chrono and the blonde lady. So there's a lot of options there. I wonder if they could even do 4 characters instead of 3 on their gotchas. Like step 1 would be 2, and then the second part could be another 2, and that would be really pretty good. All right, so nothing here. So we'll go ahead and keep going to the next step up. And I am going to do a full multiples. I think after I do the next step up, there is going to be a multiple that I'm going to get for this. So after this, if I don't get anything, we'll do the multiple, and then we'll talk about the equipment. I actually haven't looked at the equipment yet, so I'll be kind of playing it by ear. I looked at the character in the Ark already before the recording, but I actually haven't looked at the equipment yet. Honestly, it depends on whether you get the character or not, if it's going to be worth even getting the equipment. Especially if they're exclusive to someone specific. Alright. Now, I think they did give us a multiple ticket, so we're going to go ahead and use that. We're not going to go to any more step ups. I'm done for there. I'm not going to whale it too much. I'm just going to dolphin. You know how I am. Alright, so let's do a multi-pull. Let's see what we can get. This is going to be the last pull, and then we'll look at some of the equipment that you can get from the shop. Oh, and by the way, if you can't do Chrono Trigger, but you want to do an RPG, one for me personally that I'd like to recommend, and this is going to be a game that almost no one knows about, Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals. I 100% want that. So if y'all are familiar with that game, yeah, that game, fantastic story. One of the great RPGs that got overshadowed by like Final Fantasy and all that. Even Suikoden too. That also got overshadowed, and that was a great RPG. All right, so we didn't really get anything that we wanted, but it's okay. You can't be lucky all the time. Yes, I have thousands of gems, but I don't know if I want to spend it all right now, especially with another character being released soon. I may have to chill. Also, another thing about the Crimson Ore that I just noticed earlier is you can get Mother Souls now. I don't know how I feel about this, and don't get me wrong, I think it's a good idea, but I specifically use this to get like Ethereum. So now, I love Mother Souls. That they really are very helpful. So now I got to split my attention a bit here and there. Anyway, that was an interesting thing to see. We don't need arena stuff. All right, so I think this might be. Yeah, this is one of them. No, I'm not sure. Actually, I think this is event coins. I don't think this is the paid gotcha. Yeah, this isn't the paid gotcha thing. Let's go back. I think, yeah, there it is. The credentials. So this is what you can get if you've been dolphining or whaling a little bit. Let's start with Emilia's dress. So this is 38 intelligence, 100 defense, and 102 mind. They're really good on the defensive side. Emilia only. Content. MP regen. Emilia's soothing. HP cap boost plus 500. Healing magic power plus 10%. Huh. Okay, so basically more healing and MP regen. Not bad. I'm guessing the CONTIN. I'm guessing that's supposed to be continuous, and they just abbreviated it. If that's the case, that's lazy. I'm sorry. That's just lazy. But I'm thinking that meant to say Emilia only continuous MP regen. Otherwise, that wouldn't make any sense. And then, the soothing and all that. So that's actually pretty good. It's a pretty good item for her. Yeah, I think it might be worth getting for her. It's not bad. Anytime you can get an MP regen from like clothing is really good for your mage. Let's take a look at Puck's bag. So this is Emilia only as well. Intelligence 60, Defense 11, Mind 20. So the stats are okay. Emilia only skill special damage plus 20%. When close to death, intelligence and mind plus 10% once per wave. This is decent. I think it's alright. I'm cool with that because, like I said, your skills and specials, or your skills and special are going to deal 20% more damage. So if you're going to do kind of like the skill boost, skills and equip it to her, you're going to be definitely getting some bang for your buck. And of course, you're getting a boost to your int and mind. So that's actually not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, I got nothing bad to say about this one. This isn't bad. Definitely, I think Amelia's dress is the better of the two items if you're only trying to get one or the other. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I think that's all we can get as far as the paid items, other than the usual stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Basically, we'll come back again once they do the second part of the collab, and we'll talk about the other character and the other arc that might be coming out. And hopefully, everybody has good luck pulling the character or the arc, depending on what you're looking for. But until next time, keep gaming and take care, y'all. Later.